First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. It's probably been a whirlwind, but
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I guess so. I don't know what I'm ready for, but I guess so. For me, I just feel so normal that I don't think I've fully comprehended that my life is going to be showcased on TV yet. So maybe tonight when it all hits, I'll be really, really excited. Yeah.
Has it registered?
No, it hasn't registered. I mean, I'm excited. I don't know. I think it'll hit me when I see people's reactions and my friends texting me and all that stuff. I think then I'll really be like, okay, my life is about to be like on display.
Yes. Hashtag Bachelorette all over Twitter, all over, I guess, X this time. But
yeah.
Okay, so you said you're excited.
Yeah.
Walk me through. Are we nervous? We're excited? Anxious?
Not anxious or nervous, just mainly really excited. I don't know. I don't have any regrets about anything. So I'm really excited for people to kind of see my journey because I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of the way everything came out. So yeah, mainly really, really excited.
Oh my gosh. And Bachelor Nation is excited as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned you have no regrets. Mm-hmm. You called it the best 2 months of your life.
Yeah.
Why?
Right now I feel like a completely different person than I was when it first started. So it was just, I was learning so much about myself every day on this journey that it really just felt like such a big moment of growth for me. And so it really was the best 2 months of my life. Yeah.
That's incredible. And so you also say you're very happy with the ending.
Yes, very happy.
No regrets then at all?
No, I don't have any.
Oh my
I'm not somebody who looks back and regrets anything. I think everything really happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. And everything is like kind of a ripple effect of each other, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm really excited for you.
Yeah.
What was, I guess, I want to say highlight, but walking away from this, what's going to be the most memorable?
The most memorable is, again, just like what I learned for myself. I really, throughout this journey, learned how to stand up for myself and have a voice about the things that I need and I want in a relationship and just like as a human being. And so in previous relationships, I really shied away from that, and being able to find my voice throughout this journey, I think that's the biggest takeaway that I've gotten from the journey so far is I feel like I'm in this new era of myself. I feel so confident. I feel more myself than ever.
Yeah. So tonight we meet the guys. All 25 of them. The best part, honestly, I always look forward to the entrances, right? Mm-hmm. I heard there was one guy who came in with a hospital gown, booty out.
Oh yeah, booty was out.
What?
Everything was out. It was crazy. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Definitely the first time that I met someone's butt cheeks before I met their face. But hey, I love to mix things up, and I feel like all these creative entrances really showed their personalities, so I loved them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil any, but I will say, so what do we give him? 1 out of 10?
On the entrance,
For
creativity, I'd give him like an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a strong score.
Yeah, I think so. I like the message behind it. It was more so he was trying to say it's about the personality more so than the looks. You know, he was wrapped up. So I loved that message.
Yeah. So okay, you mentioned personality. Going into this, what were you looking for?
I was really looking for someone who makes me feel different than my previous relationships. I full on admit, like I've been in some really bad relationships or ones that I shouldn't have been because they weren't putting in the effort that I needed them to put in. And so I think going into this new era, I was really looking for people who were open for a commitment, a relationship, who were open to putting in the effort that I put into a relationship. So really, I just wanted a partnership.
When you signed up for The Bachelor, I mean, just being in that setting, you're competing for one person.
Yeah.
But now you're on the flip side. Everybody's competing for your attention.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Honestly, I loved it. I think for me, that's really where I stay away from old habits because I need someone who's going to not compete, but like put in the effort to be with me, right? Like, because in my previous relationships, I haven't had that. So I was really looking for people who put in that effort, who showed me that I was something that they wanted and something worth it, you know? So I needed that. I needed to feel that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you surprised about the mixed feelings that you were experiencing during this experience?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, but no one knows how to date 25 men all at one time, but naturally when you open your heart up to so many people, you're gonna have strong connections and weak connections, but then kind of be surprised in some weeks. So it was tough navigating it all. I really tried to live in the moment with each of these men, and so I had a lot of strong connections, and so that was definitely confusing to navigate for sure.
What's one thing you learned about yourself?
One thing I learned about myself. One thing that I learned about myself is that, again, like I learned that I can have a voice, and that in fact it's better to have a voice and be able to like talk about your needs and what you want, because if you don't do that, then you're going to be stuck in a relationship where the person doesn't even know you and doesn't even know what you need, and so then that's not going to be a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what I really learned.
So as you mentioned, not many people, I mean there might be a few here in New York, know what it's like to date 25 people at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
But there is a handful of people in Bachelor Nation, of course. There's the group in Bachelor Nation that do. Did you reach out to anyone for advice?
Yeah, before I went to film, I reached out to Michelle Young because I really wanted a perspective from a person of color in this position. I wanted to know, what her experience was like and how she kind of navigated it all. So she was really, really helpful.
Yeah, so I remember Michelle's season, I remember Rachel's season, of course. You would think by now things have changed. Mm-hmm. But how do you approach when you hear things that you're like, wow, it's 2024 and I can't believe you guys still think this way?
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing, but it is the world that we're living in right now. And unfortunately, all I can do is try to take it one day at a time and know that I'm in this position for the hope that more change is going to happen. We're constantly working towards change every day, and I think me being in this role itself is a huge step already. It's been 21 years without an Asian American bachelorette, so I'm just happy to be here. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take on the brunt of these crazy, disgusting messages that I get every day, because I know that me just exposing myself and my culture and my values is exposing people to something different from themselves. And usually where all these like hate messages are coming from is when people are afraid of something that's different, because they haven't been exposed to it. And not that that's excusing any of that, but I'm like, when in my head when I'm trying to empathize with people. And so I really hope that the exposure to my season is going to encourage a lot of change and encourage people to really open up their hearts and their minds.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was well said. Very well said.
Thank you.
Looking back at Joey's season, do you now see his decision making and just the position that he was in a different light?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, being on this side is definitely very, very different. And I definitely think that there's a lot that goes into different decisions, and it's a lot to kind of take on in your head all at once and all by yourself. So it can be overwhelming.
So even when he was in that position, I'm always trying to guess what happens, right? I'm the person who fast forwards and wants to see the end of the movie before the beginning. So is that a tan I see on the ring finger?
I don't think so.
No tan lines? Okay. Just guessing.
Funny. Very funny.
Look at that. You are good at this.
Well, I can't say anything, but I will say, I'm very happy with the way things ended,
Yeah.
I'm very proud of the way I held myself in the season. I'm very proud of the outcome of it all.
Yeah. I think of Bachelor Boot Camp as like dodgeball. You guys just dodge the questions. You're like, you're not going to get it out of me. You're not going to get it out of me.
Oh, my goodness.